But do you have a real job?
Everybody, welcome back to the podcast. We're here. We actually haven't done a podcast in a while, but welcome back to the podcast. But you have a real job here with an awesome YouTuber and a guy that we did another podcast with. Maybe what was it, 2 months ago? And the file got corrupted. File got corrupted on Skype, so unfortunately, I had to scrap it. And now we're back with him. We finally got him back on the podcast. Welcome back, Bentley Koup. Welcome back.
Going on, man?
Yeah,
What's
I
going on? What's going on?
wish I had a track right here with like a bunch of claps.
No claps needed, bro.
But no, yeah, I thought about getting some of that merch. Not that specific merch. I was just thinking I need some DoorDash merch. So whenever I roll up to the place with the food, they're like, okay, this guy takes his job seriously. I see some people with hats and they got the stickers on the car that say DoorDash. I'm like, I need one of those going on.
Anybody with the sticker on the car, I salute, man. Because I'm like, I'll put the shirt on and I got a hat, right?
Yeah.
But like, I'm not putting it on the car, bro. Like, I'm good. I'm not going that far.
Yeah. I'm like, if I'm driving DoorDash, I like a magnet, but I don't want to put a sticker on there because like, if I'm driving out of town, I don't want people thinking I'm driving DoorDash and shit. Like,
right.
No, I'm not driving DoorDash. I'm cool, I swear.
Right. Crazy. Yeah, but if you hit me, man, I'll you send me your address and stuff. I'll send you some shirts, bro. No problem.
Yo, man, I got you. I really appreciate that. And I will shout out your Instagram whenever they come in. Like, go follow man Bentley over here.
That's good.
How has things been since the quarantine started?
It's been up and down. A lot more ups than downs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a lot more ups than downs. But it's just been kind of crazy, man. The restaurants. You know, I think it's funny because some of the restaurants that didn't really want to job with us before, like they got no choice now, you know, and they got nothing but time on their hands to kind of get it figured out. But yeah, man, it's been pretty good for us.
Right, and not only that, the people too that used to be like, oh, I hate DoorDashers, man, fuck those people. The second their job was like, all right, you know, you're laid off, you're furloughed or whatever, then they're like, I'm about to sign up for DoorDash. You know how many? I've seen a lot of new people. Have you seen a lot of new people where you're from?
Yeah, definitely, and you know, I'm fortunate because they come up to me. A lot of them watch the videos, so I get people that come up to me all the time, man, and just say how, you know, they've only been doing it for a couple of weeks. They only thought they were going to do it for a couple of weeks, but between the videos and the money that they've been making, you know, they're really reconsidering stuff. And I'm like, I know the other shoe is gonna fall, right? It's gonna slow back down. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's gonna take a couple months. So yeah, man, I'm just like, I got my fingers crossed, bro. Like,
yeah, me too. Because it's been really good here. Like, every day, $20 an hour plus every single shift, no matter what time, all day.
Yeah, I did 100 today, bro. I came out at 9:30. I was done at 1:30, bro. Like I was out. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You can go in and out, and then you can just do whatever you want for the rest of the day, and knowing you made that money.
Right. Exactly. Got that peace of mind. Yeah. Exactly.
But yeah, a lot of restaurants are like, man, fuck those DoorDash people. We don't want them people here. Then the second this quarantine happens, they're like, wait a minute. So we have to do DoorDash? But they do take a 30% cut. So I get the, you know, hesitancy. They're like, man, that's a lot of money. But I know a lot of those Chinese restaurants are like, fuck that tablet. We'll just take the orders here. Whatever they do. I know they don't have a tablet, so you got to pay there. So they take the money and give DoorDash a cut. So they control that money. I'm like, these Chinese people know.
Yeah.
They don't care.
Keep as much as possible. They would keep as much as possible. The no contact deliveries have kind of been a blessing in disguise too, man. Just being able to drop and run. You know, it's kind of like where we call it knock knock zoom zone. You know, where you knock on somebody's door and you just take off like just real quick. So the no contact deliveries are just like boom, just drop them down and he's just gone, man. So that's been pretty cool too.
I hope that sticks around for a long time, honestly.
Yeah,
like
I think a lot of the stuff I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go on.
A lot of the stuff that we're having right now is gonna be like, I think it's gonna stay. You know, I think you're gonna have a lot of people who are just like, okay, just leave the food, you know, just knock on the door twice or ring the doorbell and you're good to go, man. I don't see the no contact deliveries like leaving anytime soon, bro.
Right. You love the fact that you don't have to sit there and wait for somebody to show up, because most people are waiting. They're like, sometimes even with the door open. But there's some people where you're just like, yo, where are you at? Are you having a meeting inside? Like, what the fuck's going on, man? Like, I'm knocking, I'm ringing the doorbell. I don't hear any movement at all.
Right. Or the ones that peep out the blinds and it still takes them like 5 minutes to come to the door.
Right. I'm like, what are you doing? Are you naked? What's going on?
Yeah.
Like, come on, just get this food. But yeah, the no contact deliveries. Yeah, I really like that. I don't,
Yeah.
as much as I drive DoorDash, I hate talking to people. It's always
Yeah.
the same conversation like we talked about in the last podcast. It's always the, hey, how are you? Here's your food. I'm out. It's always
Right.
the same thing. And it's just like when I can leave it and just walk off, oh, I
Yeah.
love it.
It's crazy. I had a delivery. The girl, she had every single window in her house was wide open, no screens. She's got her front door wide open, right? You can see straight through her living room into her kitchen, out her
Oh my
back
God.
door,
Like,
into her back.
damn.
So I walk up to the door and she stands in the living room, nowhere near the door. And she's like, just leave the food right there. It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And I'm like, all right, cool. No
Dude,
problem.
yeah.
You know what
That
I'm saying?
stuff is so awkward. At least keep the door shut. Just
Right.
don't even open it. Don't look. Because I had a couple people like that. I'm like, it's so awkward. They're standing sometimes right at the door. There's a
Right.
glass door.
Right.
They can see me, and they're just like, oh, just leave it there.
Right.
Like, bitch, I can see you, man. Just take that food. What the hell are you doing? But no, I'm fine with it. I'm like, whatever. You don't want to talk to me? That's cool. I'm out.
Yeah. Makes my job quicker. Definitely makes my
Yeah.
job.
Have you seen a lot of people wear masks, like driving DoorDash, or?
Yes. And we're like North Carolina, we don't have like a lot of cases. You know what I'm saying? Like we have cases, but it's not a lot of them. So you kind of got some people wearing masks, kind of got some people not wearing masks. And I think I was one of them at first, right? Like I was heavy on the gloves, no mask. And then
Mm-hmm.
I just like hand sanitizer and mask, right? So
Yeah.
I'm reading and I'm watching, like TV on the mask and stuff. And then it's just like, yeah, I think I should wear this and reconsider the gloves. So, but yeah, definitely a lot of people. And then social distancing has just been crazy too.
Yep. Restaurants got stickers now on like things or yo, stand here, you stand here, you stand here.
Strips. Right,
Like what
right.
the hell? I finally seen, I don't know about you guys, but we had some restaurants finally open up for dine in.
Yeah,
But the people are so far apart. And there's
yeah.
such a few amount of people in there. I'm like, damn, I feel bad for these servers, man.
We South Carolina is supposed to open up, I think Monday, and then North Carolina will be shortly after. But yeah,
So
it's
you
been
guys are still shut down, shut down?
yeah. It's like they're in phase one right now. So I don't even know exactly who. I know a lot of the stores are open. I think the mall is open,
Yeah,
but
our mall opened up again. I went to the
yeah.
mall. I needed some stuff. I was like, I need to go to the mall.
You know what? And I burnt the budget on Amazon and just like
Yeah.
all of the flash sales. I feel like every Thursday or Friday, somebody's sending an email or a text message like, "Yo, we're having a weekend flash sale," and I'm like, "All right, cool. I have 3 pair of pants, 2 pair of
Yeah.
shoes." It's just like
Everybody's doing that because everybody's sitting at home spending their
it's
money online.
nothing to do. Yeah, nothing to do, bro.
Man, it's crazy. Everybody's getting that government check.
Right, right,
Ev-
exactly.
Oh,
Yeah.
and I saw that DoorDash was doing these unemployment stuff, where you could file for unemployment doing DoorDash. Have you, I guess you haven't done it, you're still doing DoorDash, but
Mhm.
does that work out pretty well for people that are doing DoorDash that have gotten the unemployment benefits, or is it pretty skimpy?
So two different benefits. So there's one that you can file directly through the government, and then there's a financial assistance program that you can go through DoorDash. The
Mm,
financial assistance through DoorDash, I'm telling all of the Dashers to stay away from because they are deactivating everyone immediately. Once you start that process, and then they're not giving any type of information about getting reactivated, whereas the one that comes from the government is a lot more lenient, doesn't require that like be deactivated per se. So if you're showing symptoms or anything like that, you can sit down and get paid for the time that you were sitting down. And then once you feel ready, if it's a situation where you had symptoms, you got tested, and then you were negative, you
hmm
72 hours after you stop having a temperature, you can start working again, right? But with DoorDash,
Right,
you'd have to be reactivated, and Lord knows how long that's going to take. So
right.
the fact that they're offering something is definitely great. And I think for people who really, really need it, you know what I'm saying? Like it'll come in handy. But yeah, I'm like, yo, just stay away from it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I was wondering that. I saw that some people were getting deactivated, and I was like, how could, like, I don't understand. because I know if you file out for unemployment from the government, wouldn't that technically come from DoorDash's pocket?
See, so the government has set aside like a totally different fund. Like they're printing money especially for this. So
Ah,
it's not coming directly from DoorDash. But yeah, when you go through DoorDash and you file for the financial assistance, as soon as you
mm-hmm.
start the process, they deactivate you. And then after you
Wow.
start the process, you have to send in, files and paperwork to see if you actually even qualify for the financial assistance. So even during that time, it's like,
Damn.
you know what I'm saying? It's nothing. So they come back, they say you don't qualify, right? But now you're deactivated, and now you got to send a separate email to get reactivated, right? Like it's
Right. And then DoorDash is looking at these people as like quote unquote flight risks, where
right,
they're like, these people might not even be able to do it in pandemics. We don't even want them on the platform for
right,
real.
right. And
So,
then and that's
yeah.
that's the question that I have is, so if they deactivate you and you're in an area where they're not accepting any new dashers, does that
Right.
affect you, right? Like, does that affect your reactivation? Will they put you back in the pool even though they know they have too many dashers in the area, right? So there are questions like that they're not really answering. And I'm like,
Right. Because they're like, all right, we already got, it's like you guys aren't doing anything for us because we've already got all the food delivered without
right,
you. And it's
right,
like, we're not letting new people come on. So do we really want you to come back? Yeah, that's a good point.
right,
That sucks.
exactly. So
So yeah, I heard some people doing that. And I'm like, I ain't doing that.
yeah,
But it's good to know that you can go through the government because I was understanding that somebody filed for unemployment. That's the way they quoted it and said,
yeah,
yeah, I filed for unemployment, got deactivated. I was like, what? That
yeah,
sounds terrible. But yeah, if you do it through DoorDash personally, I guess they will.
yeah,
So that's good
yeah.
to know.
As soon as they sent out the email and I was reading the details, I was like, nah, I gotta jump on this real quick and let everybody know, because everybody's like, you start sniffling and coughing and you think you're gonna file for this, and it's like, nah,
Hmm.
it might not be a good idea.
And they know that. They're like, man, these people are going to, play the system. They're like, oh, they just going to want to get that free money for a
Right,
couple months. Yeah,
right,
that's not
right,
good.
right.
But
Yeah.
at least we as DoorDashers have been blessed with, we haven't even had a change really. We've actually increased in
It's
business.
an increase, right? And it's been a quiet increase. I think people are, while the entire world is struggling, bro, we're just sitting over here like, I seen somebody hit $400 in a day, bro.
Oh, shit.
Like, are you freaking kidding me? Like 400? You know what I'm saying? Like no Photoshop, like 400, 12-hour day, bro. 400. You know what I'm saying? And this,
Damn.
you see stuff like that. I seen peak pay plus 6.5, plus 11, plus 7. And it's like, it's crazy, bro. You got some of
Right.
these heavy areas, California, Washington, and New York. It's just like
That's
it's
insane.
it's a free fall, bro. It's a free fall. And that's why I waited so long to do the unemployment video, because it didn't really make sense, right? It doesn't necessarily make sense because we're working a lot harder. Like, we're working a lot more now than
Hmm.
we were before. You know what I'm saying? So we're taking like hella orders. So, but
Yeah. I ain't
yeah,
bitching at all. Every day I
no,
go out, I'm like, damn, y'all are still ordering? What the hell?
yo, like seriously, for maybe about 2 weeks straight, I was just working because normally I'm like 8 to 1 and then I come back 4 to 8, right? I
Hmm.
was just like from 9 to 1, bro. Like, these were like 3.5, 4 hour shifts, 125, 130,
Yeah.
140, 165. I worked a Sunday, 225. You know what I'm saying? It was like 12 hours, bro, but it was good like all day, bro. It was good. Like,
Right.
yeah. And I thought it was gonna slow down once they opened up with phase one. But I think really what happened was a lot of the people who were at home got even more nervous that more
Yep.
people were gonna get sick now that, they were out.
Yep.
So yeah,
I was like a little nervous too. I was like, man, if these people all start going out, we're gonna be dead out here. But yeah, like you said, they're like, I'm scared. I don't want to go out and get sick now. Everybody else is going out. They're gonna get sick. Fuck that. I'm gonna order DoorDash. I'm
yeah,
like, hell yeah. And
yeah.
the tips just are fucking high. The
Yep.
tips are so high. I had
Yep.
this order at this one guy's house, and I love the orders where you get it and it's literally the same house. It's a
Yeah.
stacked order, and you're
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
what the
Yeah.
hell? They must have forgot something. Hell yeah. And the first order was, a decent. It looked decent. I can't remember what it said, but it looked decent. I was like, hell yeah. And
Yeah.
it was at least $10. Then the next one, it was a stacked, and it said, 650 or something. but you know they took down. So they used to hide the tips if they were more than 550. They would hide the tip over 550. Now they hide the tip over 450.
Yeah.
So the stacked order would technically be 650 at the lowest if it's gonna have more of a tip on there. So you're like, okay, this is probably gonna have an extra tip, and it's going to the same house. I was like, fuck yeah, I'm doing it. And then I drop it off, and he tipped like $20 on the first one, so it ended up being like $29 on the first one, and then like $11 or something on the second one. And the food was ready when I got there, and it was like pretty close, so it was like $40 in the one order. I was like, what the fuck, bro? And that's when like the quarantine was just starting off. I'm like, this is gonna be insane if this is how it's starting off.
Yeah, it's just been crazy. I had 3 orders back to back today. One of the orders was 12, and then I had another order. It was like $56 in 3 orders, bro. It's just like boom, boom, boom. It's just like it was crazy. Yeah.
Damn. But I remember the last podcast we were talking about, giving some leeway to DoorDash and them giving us some leeway, saying, okay, if you do this, we'll do this. And what I was talking about with those tips is I've noticed that they're lowering the tips now. Like I said, they went from 550. I don't know if you've noticed that in your area, but here they used to hide the tip over 550.
Yeah.
So like, $3 I think is the minimum for a one delivery now, and then 550 would have been the tip, tip that would have been shown. So 850 would have been okay. It might have more of a tip. And
Okay.
So now that was 550. I was like, okay, so any order 850 or higher might be more because they hide the tip over 550, and then now they're lowering it. They already did over the quarantine, like when it started, because I guess they wanted more people to get those lower paying orders.
Yeah.
So now it's 750. So now they hide tips over $4.50. So it's fucking insane. But I wonder how long it's gonna go. Like, when are they gonna do it? Fuck it, we're gonna hide them down to $5. So anything over $5, we're just gonna hide it. So you have to do the $5 orders to even know if it's good or not.
Yeah. I don't know, bro. I wish they would just come out with the science, like really. I think at some point we need like a convention, bro. We need like I want to say like a council or something, but we need like a convention, bro, where 300-400, maybe even 1,000 dashers can come and we can just, like open forum, ask questions. We can hear what's the future of DoorDash, and like how they see it. But
I wish like the CEOs would just sit down with us, or the people running the shit. We'll just say, all right, we're gonna have a conference, and we have X amount of chairs. You can get a ticket here first, RSVP, and then you show up. And
I think I'm like super close, bro. Like, I think if I take just one video, you feel me, and just use it like a back like the back call, you know what I'm saying, and just shine that thing up and like, yo, DoorDash, like, because I really want to go out there. You feel me? Like, I really want to go out there, and I'm just like, if I shoot the video and tell them that I'm coming out there, like somebody's gonna send it to them, and they're just gonna be like, okay, look, come on, we'll give you the tour and everything. Cause I think super close, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like super close. I want to be able to use the voice that I have to just really, bridge that gap, like we was talking about the last time.
Right, because there's a lot of miscommunication going on between the drivers and the company.
And you know why? It's because it's that independent contractor thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no DoorDash sends out that blanket email, but there's no like group. You know what I'm saying? There's nobody that's like the police union in New York. You know what I'm saying? Or like the public works union or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need something like that so we can make sure that everybody gets the right information and like the same information. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. I just wish they were more transparent. Yeah. Like just saying like, yo, this is what we're gonna do, and but there was an email circulating back in maybe December or November where they were trying to get dashers. They would they sent out an email and said, if you want to come out to San Francisco, we'll pay for your flight. We'll pay for you to come out here, and we're gonna pick some people to come out and talk about DoorDash or something like that. Do you remember that?
Yeah, they that was the council. They were trying to get the council, and they actually picked somebody from my area, and they sent out like a blanket text message, and it was like, yo, come meet your council representative. I actually shot a video for that, and I like at that point in time, I think that was the second round. So I think they did a first round in August, and I was at right at 5,000 subscribers. And then when they did it again, I was right at about 10. But at that point, I was just like, I'm okay. Like, I'm good. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm all right. But yeah, man, I'm to the point now where I don't even like, yeah, and I know it's going to sound funny, but I'm like, I don't even want to play with everybody else. Like, I just want to come in, just me. You feel me? And if it's just like the creators, the bloggers, you know what I'm saying, the podcast around DoorDash, and we're all in the same room, like that's why I really want to be there. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, shine that light so we can all get the same, cohesiveness.
Right.
And get on the same page.
And it's a good thing because I remember when DoorDash this was right around when I first started, when they were stealing the tips, when quote unquote stealing. They weren't technically stealing anything. They were just giving us less depending on the tip. But some orders, DoorDash would pay 15 cents. Yeah. It's like DoorDash pay, you got to pay 15 cents. The tip paid you the whole order. We're like, what the fuck? And then the whole fucking country called them out. And then they changed that up real quick. I mean, like snap of a finger almost.
You know what's crazy though is like they focus so much on DoorDash, but like Postmates still to this day doesn't tell their drivers what they're gonna make before they accept the order.
Yeah,
like,
I don't know why people even do that shit.
Like it's a guess. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a shot in the dark for them.
You have to do every single order.
You know what I'm saying? And I think when we think about like how much you get paid, when you think about a regular job, it's like it's almost illegal to talk about how much you get paid. You know what I'm saying? And I think DoorDash does a really good job of breaking it down at least a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And telling us where the money is coming from. But I just feel like if it's all up front, then it's going to be a situation where people are sitting and waiting for the right order. You know what I'm saying? It's like they're going to be, like.
I hate those people.
It's just like, right. And it's not like we were saying last time. It's really not fair to us. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like it's really not fair to us because somebody has to take those orders or we can't get to the other orders. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you got to take your part. You got to do your part. You got to do your portion.
And those $3 orders though, like on the other hand, it's like those orders, why are people doing those things? I see people do new people all the time, but not even people that are new. I see people that are active DoorDashers out here doing $3 orders and they're mad because they didn't get a tip. I'm like, dude, of course they're complaining in the group. Why didn't I get a tip on a $3 order? Of course you didn't get a tip on a $3 order. It's almost guaranteed.
Right. I seen this, and the kid posted a comment on one of the videos. He said, I'm like fresh out of high school, like 18. He said, bro, I will take the $3 orders. He said, that's $3 more than I had before, right? And I'm like, I can't even, like, he's 18, fresh out of high school. Nothing I tell him is going to make sense right now. You feel me? It's like nothing but, bro, even shrimp, when you think about shrimp, like they eat, you know what I'm saying, what's on the bottom of the ocean, right? Like somebody's got to do it. And if somebody's willing to do it, you know what I'm saying? It's cool. But yeah, man, I think we should come back to that minimum, that $5-6 minimum. Definitely.
Yeah. But yeah, on the other hand of that, whenever I see these people, they're like, I'll do any $3 order. I'm like, well, more for you because I ain't doing them. That means they'll send them less my way, send them more your way.
Right. Exactly.
Because I ain't doing that shit. I know there's some apps out there that auto decline. I don't know much about them though. I've never used one or don't know anything about them.
I use Dasher Utility. Yeah, I use that in the ride-alongs. That's the main reason why I bought my Android phone, to be honest with you. Yeah, and
I thought about getting an Android for that. For not that, but I've heard it's better to dash on Android.
I don't even know, man. Like sometimes I feel like when the app crashes, my iPhone does better than my Android. Like I think my iPhone gets me back in faster, definitely. But with that Dasher Utility app, you can pay for it, like a premium version of it, and it'll do an auto decline, and you can set the limit at really what you want it to be. And it'll automatically do that. But it's a pretty cool app. It's got a couple bugs, but it doesn't have a couple bugs. It's got this one bug. When they send you a stacked order, the app keeps track of how many orders you accept and how many orders you reject, right? When they send you a stacked order, the second order always comes in as a rejection, whether you accept it or not. So when you're looking at your numbers, your acceptance rate, you're trying to keep your acceptance rate, right?
Right.
It's always thrown off. But we have the biggest issue with trying to raise our acceptance rate. People will say they have to do way more deliveries than they think they should in order to get it to come up.
Yeah.
So if their app is really just doing what DoorDash's app is doing, then they may be exposing a flaw. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, they may be showing us something that DoorDash isn't even really paying attention to. But yeah, I like Dash Utility app. I really haven't heard of any of the other ones though.
Yeah, I need to fucking try that out. But it's only available on Android or it's on iPhone
Yeah,
too.
I don't think they can get it through the Apple Store. I don't think they, all of the
What
red
the
tape for
hell?
the Apple. But yeah, man, because
You
it's
can
it's
get
been
any app on the App Store. There's a bunch of bullshit on there. Like what?
they've been on that that Android for, I've heard about it for almost a year and a half, maybe 2 years, man. Yeah.
What the hell?
Mhm.
At least the minimum order went up from $2 to $3.
Yeah, definitely. Right. But that just means getting those $3 orders, three and a
Yeah,
quarter.
I
Yeah.
see them though. I'm like, man, I rarely see them now. I don't see them as much. I still see them, but I'm like, do you
Yeah.
guys really expect somebody to deliver
Oh,
your
hey,
food?
right. With a smile, with the
Right,
the
and
same
be
type of,
happy about it.
right, enthusiasm, same speed. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
Like if I
yeah.
get a 750 order or 850 order, and I know there might be some more money, I'm all
Oh,
stoked. Even if there's not a tip, I'm like I'm hyped because it's like a gamble. I might get
right,
$200 tip right now. You never
right.
fucking know because some people are out here tipping $20, $30.
Exactly. Just moving. Yeah, definitely.
But a lot of newbies can't hang. They're like, oh, I
Yeah.
can't make no money. I got friends that try it and they're like, oh man, I ain't making no money. Like, yeah,
And
because you're doing those whack ass orders.
they're taking these orders. They're coming from slow restaurants. You know,
Hmm.
you're only gonna be able to do so many orders in the same amount of time, regardless, man. So, you gotta you gotta be selective about it, definitely.
Yeah, there's a lot of times I show up now and I'm like, I'm leaving. I'm not even gonna go in. I'm not doing anything. I'm leaving. Fuck
Yeah.
this. Chipotle at a lot of places. I don't know how it is there. Here, one Chipotle had the system pretty down. They had somebody running all the food out and they had it all coming out quick. The
Yeah.
other Chipotle would always have a crowd of people standing outside the front door waiting for their food. And it would always be a long wait. I mean, it wasn't like 5 minutes, it was like 50 minutes. And every time I pull up, I see more than like four people. I just drove off. I was like, nah,
Yeah.
I ain't doing
I
that.
got one with a long wait. We can go inside both of them, but
Mm.
one with a long wait, and then the other one they do pretty good. And they wanted everybody to wait outside for like the first week, but they're over that now. But yeah, man, it's like Cinco de Mayo,
Oh, yeah.
and then
I didn't
I'm
work
so
that day. And
I'm
I was
so
like, fuck no.
busy. I didn't even realize it, right? I mean, and I call my girl and I'm like, yo, all of the taco places are just like crazy today. I'm like,
Hmm.
yo, there are people outside waiting. All of the orders are like $14, $15 coming from there. And she's like, babe, it's Cinco de Mayo. And I'm like, makes
Oh, yeah.
total sense. Yeah, it makes
Yeah.
total sense.
I saw people waiting in line for a taco truck. I'm like, dog, it's a fucking Tuesday. But no,
Yeah.
whatever day it was. I was like, what are y'all doing?
It was Tuesday too. It
I
was
was like,
Tuesday.
what are you guys doing? Cinco de Mayo.
You pull up, man. There's too many people. You gotta,
Cinco de
especially,
Mayo and Taco Tuesday. Good God.
yeah, it's crazy, bro. You gotta like unassigned though. Especially with like being around all of the people and stuff, man. It's just like I'm
Yeah.
with you, bro. If I pull up and there's a lot of people, I'm just like, nah. They sent me a text message the other day about it too.
But what?
DoorDash sent me a text message and it was like the last 3 or 4 deliveries. You've had a couple deliveries in the last couple days where you've unassigned after reaching the restaurant and not staying there for at least 10 minutes. Like that's basically what
What the
the
hell?
text message said. No repercussions or anything. Like, no, this is a warning or anything. But like, yo, we know. Like, yo, we know.
It's like, yeah, of course you know. Fucking duh.
Like,
We
yo,
know.
we know. It's like, okay, cool. But I mean, yeah, man, I was Cabo Taco Grill or something like that here. Man, it's like a 4 hour wait, bro. It's like I'm not going there,
Right.
man. It's like, nah, I'm not going
Yeah,
there.
I just had to start declining. I don't even care almost how much the money was. I was like, $10, I have to decline, man. You take so long, it doesn't even make it worth it to do it for 10
It's
bucks.
difference. I think horror stories about Mother's Day, but yeah, that's a whole nother story.
But now fucking DoorDash is like top of the food chain. I
Yeah,
mean, they're cranking the deliveries and cranking the people coming into work. Do you
yeah.
think we're gonna see at some point like an influx of drivers because of the business and a lack of supply or demand for you to go out and actually deliver because there's so many people delivering. And eventually this is going to go back to, more normal, whatever.
Yeah.
And so do you think it's going to like slow down for all of us at some point because there's so many people doing it that they're like, dude, we're just going to make the minimum $3 and we're not going to show anything over $3 because somebody will do it.
I don't think so, bro. I think the people that are coming in right now are making good money, right? And when we go back to normal money, they're gonna start to complain, right? They're gonna feel
Yeah.
like something's going wrong, right? They're gonna be like, I'm sitting for too long. The orders that are coming in are crap. The customers aren't tipping.
Mm-hmm.
Some people are gonna go back to their regular jobs, and then I think those people who reach that wall, once that expectation, that bubble burst, then they'll stop dashing. I really think that you'll start to see a real decline
Yeah.
in the number of people that are dashing. I think the hardcore dashers, I think we're going to pick up some hardcore dashers.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to pick up some more full timers, but I definitely don't think that the majority, if we're looking at like numbers, I would say about 30% of the dashers that are coming to your area will stay. You know what I'm saying? The other 70% are going to drop down to part time,
Right.
once, twice a month, or just, no altogether. But yeah, I definitely think the orders are going to drop. I thought it was going to be mid-June, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking more like August, September, man, because this is going to be longer than what we thought it was. So I
Yeah.
think people, even as we come through the phases of reopening, people are still going to kind of be a little hesitant about, the moves that they make, and still give us some orders. But yeah,
Right.
the orders are going to drop. The dashes are going to drop off too, bro. They stop making money. They're going, nah.
Oh,
Bro,
yeah. They're like, all right, we're going to stop making money. We got to take it from them somehow. So how are we going to do this?
Yeah, right. And it's like, you're gonna have people that's like, every order was $10 or better, or every
Mm-hmm.
order was like $14 or better, and now I'm only getting $7 and $8 orders. It's like, yo, we were eating off that,
Oh,
right? Like,
yeah, that
we,
was the best.
you know what I'm saying? Like, we were good with that before. Like, we'll take that, and then yeah, people will start to rethink it.
Yep, those $10 orders were few and far between, but they came. You're like, all right, $10 order, baby, I made it.
Boom, 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 boom,
But
right?
like,
Bang
because
it out,
then
try to
my
get to the
math
next.
in my head after doing like a lot of the times now, my first order is $10, and I'm still doing the math. I'm like, all right, if I do that 10 times quick, I'll be at $100. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, the quickest I can knock it out, the more money I'm gonna make.
Get in
But
and
now
out.
it's possible. Back in the day, not so much. I
Yeah.
would do a lot more $5 orders. Now I'm pretty picky. I'm like, man, in like 1 second, I'm gonna get a $15 order. Fuck this $5 order.
Just hang out for a little while. Yeah, I run it up, bro. I like to get to about 50 or 60, and then I get a little picky about what I take. But yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
would
like to
much
get that first order out of the way.
yeah, yeah, get that see what it's gonna look like. I much rather have the time back. You know what I'm saying? So if I can just get to, because my number is
Yeah,
120, bro. If I can get to 120, if I get to 100, and still have half the day, I'll make the other $20 somewhere. So I'm just like, I'm gone, man. But yeah,
yeah, $100. I think is a lot of people's goals. Mine too. I
yeah.
think a lot of people are like $100. That's fair.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw something online, it was like $138 a day is like 50,000 a year or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I posted it on Instagram. Yeah, I
Yeah, I
posted it
saw that. I was like, damn,
on
that's
Instagram.
crazy.
That's crazy, right? And it's like, bro, we have people out here that's their daily. You feel me? Like
Right.
that's what they're making on it. And it's like, why are we complaining? So you mean to tell me we make more than half of the managers that we collect the food from, right?
Literally at Sonic, there's a fucking sticker on the drive-in, like the little whatever that they call that shit,
Yeah.
and it says manage or hiring now. Employees $10 an hour, managers like $11 an hour. I was like $11 an hour. I ain't getting out of bed for that shit, man.
They got
What?
the it's a chicken spot here like Popeyes called Bojangles.
Yeah, I
Um,
know what that is.
Okay. So at Bojangles, the general manager, 35 a year, bro. This is the general
The
manager of,
general manager,
come on,
man.
man. How much shit do you have to take as a
Like
general manager?
if someone is calling me a general manager, you better
What?
believe I better be almost near in six figures. A
Yeah.
general
A
manager,
general manager, 35, bro. And then the quick trip, like they're the manager there is like 17, 18 an hour. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
right?
and it's like, why are we complaining? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like
Yeah.
quietly, why are we complaining?
Yeah. With all the shit that goes on bad, like miscommunication here and there, support sometimes sucks. I'm
Yeah.
like, for the most part, I don't give a shit. You know,
Yeah,
I'm like,
no,
I'm out here killing it every day. I'm
yeah,
like, if it stayed the same as it is right now, I'm cool with it.
I'm
But
good.
you
Yeah,
know, there's a lot of people out here complaining.
let 'em
But I'm
complain.
like, man, y'all go away. Y'all will
Like,
leave at some point.
they'll-
It's just
they're
like,
gonna
fuck.
find something to complain about one way or the other, bro.
And then a lot of their jobs will come back, and they'll just say,
Right.
fuck it, I'm gonna go work. Even after working this and realizing how easy it is to make money, they'll still go back and work for $10 an hour.
You know why? Because at whatever job you were doing before, it didn't matter how productive you were, you got paid the same per hour, right?
Hmm.
So with this, even when you're busting your ass, it's still somebody that's out busting you. You feel me?
Oh yeah,
Like my 150 is nothing to somebody that's making 300-400 a day, right? So
yeah,
when you start to look at that, you're like, you know what? I don't care. I'm going back. You know what I'm saying? I'm going back to Forever 21 and stand around and be on my phone all day. And like for real, if that's your thing, then do your thing. But
I don't
some
even say that. I say, fuck that, man. Get off your phone and be productive. I
look,
see those
that's what I was
people
about to
though.
say.
I
Some
see
people
those
are
people.
really hustling, man. For real, for real, for real.
I
I can't
was
wait to travel, man. I just like
right.
ready to get back on the road, bro. Like I'm super ready to get back on the road, man. I'm anxious. I'm just like, ugh.
Right. I was like, fuck, yeah, I want to travel. I actually booked a flight to Amarillo
Oh
and
wow.
for June, I think, yeah, next month, because
Yeah,
shit's kind of slowing down. You can kind of do what you want now.
yeah,
The
yeah.
flight was so cheap.
Yeah,
In like Springfield Airport and Amarillo Airport are both, you know, not very big. It's
yeah,
big enough, but not
yeah,
like giant like a Dallas Airport or St. Louis.
yeah.
And there was only $160 round trip.
Yo,
I was like, man, fuck it, I'm just gonna fly down there.
yeah.
So traveling's getting cheap.
Very
Gas,
cheap.
I don't know how cheap it is there, but it is cheap here.
You can find it for $1.36 a gallon. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
That's about what it is here right now.
and it's normally like 2.25. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
225, 235. So that's and to be able for us right now to have that expense lowered and to
Yeah,
still be able to make more money, bro. Like
right.
it cost me 30 to fill up my car. It's 18 now.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then I can take that 18, I can ride with that for like 3 days, man, 3-4 days. Like
Right.
I'm
And you can
good.
make a lot because I saw your gas video, that
Yeah,
$3
yeah.
gas video, but it's so real. I'm like, I put such a small amount of gas in my car,
It's
and I
crazy
could make
because
so much money. And you made, you know, it's like $22 an hour. I can't remember what it was. You made
$50
decent amount of money, and you only put $3 in gas.
in gas, and there's so many people that limit themselves. You know, that's what they say. Ah, this is all I have. You know, I only have $5 or $6. It's like, yo, get you a hot dog and a soda from the gas station, put
Yep.
the rest in the gas tank, and you know what I'm saying. Get out there and make you some money. But yeah, bro, it's
Yeah, because it's so cheap. You can just make that money. But people always think, oh, yeah, but you got to pay gas. I'm like, how much do you think gas costs? Like, just
right,
in general.
right,
Like, even at
exactly.
the highest cost, it's like, how much do you think gas is?
Right,
Like,
right.
you know how
Like
much
you,
money I can make off a tank?
right, exactly. It's like, yo, you have an F-250. Like even you could make some money, right? You know what
Yeah,
I'm
it's like you
saying, right?
could. I wouldn't drive an F two
I
fifty, but
would
I
not.
see people doing it. Yeah, I see people doing it. I'm like, well,
Yes.
fuck it.
You could make some money, bro. But yeah, man, anything 22, 25 miles to the gallon, it's like, it's good,
Yeah,
man.
you're
Yeah.
killing the game. I put, you know, tank of gas, and you can last, yeah, probably 2 or 3 solid days, like at
Yeah.
work, which is
I
well
get,
over $100. Easy.
yes. Yeah.
So
Right.
it's like
That's what I was about to say.
300 bucks on one tank of gas. You're like,
$20 worth
damn.
of gas in there.
And sometimes way more, because I mean, you could probably get 400 bucks on a tank if you really fucking pushed it,
And
which
you get
is a
like
lot
gas
of
on
money.
peak day and a busy night. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It's like a Friday, Saturday, Sunday type deal. Yeah, you
Yeah.
get definitely, Bernie. Yeah, bro.
Fucking crazy, but people are out here bitching, man. And I see all these new bags. I was like, every time I see these new people, I'm just like, the only reason you're working is because of this other fucking bullshit going on. I just don't
Right.
know how many people are so stuck up about DoorDash and like, oh, you deliver food. But if you work at Domino's and you deliver at Domino's, that's like, oh, that's cool. That's cool. Oh, you
Right.
drive DoorDash? Ah, fuck you. I
Right.
deliver Papa John's all the time, and I'm like, why are you motherfucking delivery drivers working here? I'm coming in here and making money and going other places making money, and you're doing the same thing, except I'm making way more money than you are.
I want to do a video where I try to get a pizza delivery driver to run with me for a night, and I want to see who makes more money. Because especially if you've been delivering pizza for years, you already have what it takes to transfer over. You know what I'm saying? If you
Yeah.
leave delivering pizzas, even and like pick up a couple different apps. You know what I'm saying? Pick up 2 apps and run with it, man. The money that they would make was like, I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Right. Like you need to do like you get Pizza Hut driver, a Domino's driver, and a Papa John's driver,
Papa
and you
John. Yeah.
and see who makes the most money over like a normal shift over a dinner rush, like a
Yeah,
Friday
I
or
got a
Saturday
Papa
night.
John's and a Domino's in my area too, in my zone. And I don't think I got a Pizza Hut though.
It'd just be really interesting to see because, I mean, you just don't really make like even on pizza, like a good pizza tip is like $3 in my opinion, and that's not good. I usually try and tip more than that, like because I know
Right.
obviously the better the tip, the better they feel about life. But
Right.
most people think, oh, $3, that's a normal tip. Drop
Yeah.
off a pizza, here's $3. Some people don't even tip,
Right.
like
And it's like, how many pizzas do you think they deliver in a night too? You see what I'm saying? And
right
that's
because
like
you have to go
$30, bro.
drop it off and come back into the
Right.
same restaurant every time.
Right.
Like fuck.
Come on, man. Let me show you a new world. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
it's the same thing. It's just
Yeah.
more out here. You know what I'm
It's the
saying?
same exact fucking thing. And I used to deliver for Jimmy John's. I wouldn't make this much money.
Yeah. No.
If I was making that much money, shit, I would have been rolling at that age. I would be like, damn, I'm rich. What the hell?
Yeah. No, man. It's crazy.
Even now, I still feel rich.
Yeah. It really rivals my W-2 job, bro. Like my base pay when I was in a sales position, like full business casual, you know what I'm saying? Everyday type position.
Yep,
It's like, man, I wouldn't trade it for the world.
yep, that's for sure. But if you tell people, oh, I work DoorDash, and you tell people, oh, I'm in a highly sophisticated job where I wear or a suit, they always look at the other job like, damn, you killing it. And then the
Right.
other one's like, oh, that's cool, I guess. Are you gonna get a career?
Right.
It's like
Right,
what the
exactly.
fuck?
And then it's
Which,
like,
yeah, I get the question. It's like, yeah, I feel that. I'm not gonna do DoorDash forever, but
right.
it's like, what are you gonna do at your normal fucking job? Shit.
Most people will only be in their position like 3 to 5 years.
Hmm.
Right. So it's like you're gonna be doing something different in 3 to 5 years, just like I will too. So you know what I'm saying? It's just
Yeah, it is mind blowing. I see this all the time, and I've been like an entrepreneur, quote unquote. I haven't really, worked a normal job for like 8 years at this point.
yeah.
But it's like I've worked a couple random jobs for a couple weeks because shit wasn't working out. I was like, fuck, I need a job, I need some money, and then I was like,
Yeah.
fuck that, I'll just do something else. But
Right.
yeah, it's like so crazy that people are always, I'm the wild card. Like, oh, you never know what that guy's doing. He's, but they always probably think, oh, he's probably, got bullshit going on. He probably ain't got no money. He's probably all out of order and all out of whack. But it's like, man, the amount of shit I've done, opposed to
Right.
people that work a normal ass job
Right.
every day. They've been working
Right.
the same job. Oh, I've been working the same job. Actually, funny enough, I moved from one of my friend's house. I worked at Walmart, man. The most basic, boring job, Walmart. And like
Yeah.
we were talking about earlier, people sitting around twiddling their fucking thumbs on their phone. That's all these people do is just sit around on their phone. They're getting paid for it and complaining that they're not getting paid more to sit on their phone in the bathroom. But
I
I
need more
moved.
hours.
Right. I need more hours. You're not doing anything while you're here. What the fuck?
Right. Right.
But yeah, they think, oh, if I'm standing around for long enough, I'll get paid more. It's like, what the
Right.
fuck? So I leave my friend's house, and he worked at Walmart too. He
Yeah.
still works at Walmart,
Yeah.
but I've done like a million things. I can't even tell you the shit I've done. Just the amount of shit of random traveling and shit I've done because you don't have to deal with a bullshit job. And but yeah, he thinks he's got it better off. I'm like, maybe you do. I mean, people have a different opinion of what life is, but when you're just
Either way.
working a fucking job for 8 years or however many years and you're just stuck there and you're barely making any money because it's not like they bump you up like a few bucks every year.
It's
It's
like a
like
quarter, bro. Like
yeah, it's
30,
not very
40
good. If
bucks.
if you got bumped up $10 a year, I'd be like, oh shit. The
Right.
government
Right.
money, I can maybe understand that. You got a pension, you
Right.
got all those benefits. I'm like, all
Right.
right, maybe. But
Yeah.
normal jobs, people, you got friends. Everybody's got friends that just quit and go job to job, and they're always out telling you when you're gonna get a real job. It's like, dog,
You done had 5 in the last 3 years, right?
right,
Like,
straight
yes.
up. Like, what the fuck? What are you gonna do if DoorDash goes under? And then you see what happened with
Right.
this quarantine. It's like, okay, now what
Now,
are you gonna do?
you gonna do? Right.
Right.
Right. Exactly, bro.
But
Yeah.
it's
It's
really good that DoorDash is still around to fucking accommodate. I saw that a lot of people were going to start doing deliveries, like restaurants were going to
Yeah.
deliver their own food. I was like, no, don't do that. I don't
Yo,
want that to happen.
for them to have to try to figure that out, and then there again to have to pay somebody enough to keep them enticed, you know what I'm saying? It's like, do what you do best and let us do what we do best. You make the food, right, and
Yeah.
then let us deliver it. You know what I'm
I
saying?
didn't figure that would last too long. I was like, man, these people didn't sign up to be delivery drivers. They're servers at a fucking bar. Come on,
Yeah.
man.
Right. And I see people who like used to do like DoorDash and Postmates that try to like do the deliveries on the side for the restaurants and stuff. They always end up coming back. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yep.
it's just not consistent enough to just kind of switch it over like that, bro. Yeah.
But it is if you do it right. People don't get it though.
No, they don't.
They want that, oh, I work and I get paid every hour on the hour. And I know when
Right.
I'm getting paid every 2 weeks on Tuesday, I'm going to get
Right.
paid. It's
Right.
like, I can get paid every day, bitch, and make
Right.
more than you. Come on.
You get paid on Tuesday, you broke by Thursday, and then you praying for Tuesday to come back around. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Before you know
I
it.
hate that life.
And
And
then
this is
like
all
you say,
just a process. I think you got the same plan. Obviously, you want to grow more. You don't want the
right,
fucking DoorDash to be your job. Even probably YouTube. You're like, I
right,
want bigger shit for myself than that. But a lot of people are just stuck in their ways of
yeah,
working normal jobs, getting drunk every Friday, and playing games every day. And
yeah.
I'm like, man, you got to get your life together.
I was about to say they'll wake up. Yeah, they'll wake up one day. A lot of my friends don't even know. Like, I'm thinking I'm gonna make a video for once I hit my 25,000 subscribers, but a lot of my old coworkers don't know about DoorDash, don't know about the YouTube channel. A lot of my friends don't really know about YouTube. Like they're like you, like your
Yeah.
friend. They know DoorDash, they know I DoorDash, but they don't really know about the YouTube channel. So I'm just like, I'm just trying to put it all together in a nice little package and come and be like, hey, look at my 25,000 friends.
Right.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And just hit them like that. Because like you saying, a lot of people see me traveling. My friends are asking me, like, what are you doing? Like, what's going on? And I'm like, man, I'm just kind of doing my thing. Because I'm tired of telling people about
I
DoorDash.
hate
You know
it.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's just like, whatever, bro. It's like I'm living my life. You know what I'm saying? I'm having fun, and I
Yeah.
don't have to use PTO days. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like
Yeah.
I don't even know what that is, bro. But yeah,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah. Yo, I got to call in. I'm sick.
You see what I'm saying?
Dude,
Like
I hate
what?
that.
What? Not at
Can I
all.
can I
And
please
then
not
look,
log in?
you at your W-2 job and the app crashes, the system crashes. You have to read some emergency script to all of the customers, or like you have to tell the customers there's cash only or something like that. When the app crashes, I go home. Like I'm like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I'm like, fingers crossed I got somebody's food in the car and I don't have an address, so I can take the food with me,
Yep.
right?
I love that.
Bring that to the crib and then just chill out for a couple hours and just,
Yep.
relax. And that's just not how to play that game, but it's a totally different life, right? But it's not for everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like,
I understand that. If let's say you're a new person and you want to fucking kill it, what's a good thing? Even new drivers and old drivers. What's something right now that every dasher could do right now to make a change and make their door dashing experience better?
I think the number one thing is to figure out which restaurants move the quickest and who has the best process. That's going to allow you, because the name of the game is speed and time. That's one thing that you can't get back, and you can only move so fast. So figuring out the restaurants that can almost move with you, like a tandem type dance type deal, will help you to make the most money that you can right now. Knowing your zone, any type of construction that may be going on in your zone. Construction is crazy right now in downtown Charlotte, and then anywhere that you can like pull up and park. So, like sometimes pulling up in front of the restaurant isn't always as feasible, but if it is like a loading zone or something like that that you can just pull into really quickly, there again, those are things that are going to allow you to save time and get more done in the time that you have.
Yeah, I think the same. Man, this fucking train always be coming over here. I don't know if it was on the last one, but man, this train's always coming in.
I think it was in the beginning. Yeah.
Now it's near the end, of course. And I was curious, which did you do first, Dash or YouTube? I can't remember.
DoorDash. Started DoorDash first.
And then what made you want to start doing YouTube? You just said, oh, there's like a lack of a market on it for YouTube, or a lack of content on YouTube about it, or what?
Even to this day, I couldn't name 2 or 3 other people that make videos, so I don't even know what the market looks like right now.
Right.
But no, I was driving from Charlotte to California, and I was coming out to a convention for a magazine and clothing line that I had, where I had $200 in my pocket. I left Charlotte, I had $200, and I had already paid for the ticket at the convention, so I had to get from Charlotte to California, LA. Uh,
Right.
and I used DoorDash, and I stopped in Nashville, and I drove to Oklahoma City, and I stopped there, and then I drove up to Denver, and I stopped there, and then I drove to LA from Denver. Um, so from Charlotte,
What?
crazy, bro. So from Charlotte to Nashville, I'm like, if this works, somebody needs to hear this story. Yeah,
Right.
that got close, bro. That got really close.
Yeah, it's like
No,
I'm gonna see if I can show it to you. It's like right on the opposite side of that window. You can
oh,
kind
okay,
of see
okay,
it down
okay.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
It's like
yeah.
right on the other side of that fucking. It's terrible.
That's your
But
alarm clock in the morning right there.
no joke. I didn't know. Could you travel across the country and just switch your DoorDash location and DoorDash anywhere you want? Or
That's the easiest thing about DoorDash is how to start up once you get to a new area. And even now, when I did it, I had to call DoorDash. No. That was the second year. That was last year. The first year, we still had offices. I had to go to each individual office, and they had to switch me over in the system, bro. But it was cool, right? Because you come in and they're like, "Where you from?" And I'm like, "Charlotte." The dude in Denver was like, "Where you going?" And I'm like, "LA." And he's like, "Man, here, take a shirt, take a bag." He's
hell
like,
yeah.
it's like, "Here, you need this, right?" But now with the app update, as soon as you get to the new zone, the GPS picks up the new zone and will ask you, "Do you want to switch over?" And it's just as simple
Nice.
as clicking OK, and you're there, bro. It's like it's literally that easy.
So if you want to drive to another country, or not another country, if you want to drive to another state or another city, you just pop it open on the app and it'll say you want to switch and drive here, and you can.
And it's good to go, man. And if
Damn.
that doesn't work, any way that you can get a hold of DoorDash, they can switch you over. And what I mean by that is, if they have like a Facebook page, if you send them a
Mhm.
message on the Facebook page, they'll switch you over through the Facebook page. If you send them a message through Twitter, they'll switch you over through Twitter. You know what I'm saying? If you call
Right.
the 1040 number, they'll switch you over on the phone. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you can still get switched, and there's no questions asked. There, no,
Because
you
they
don't have
know. Right.
enough
They know who you are.
deliveries.
They got your
Right,
shit on there. Yeah.
right, exactly. No, your rating's too low. No, your acceptance rate. Like none of that, man. It's just like boom, 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 boom. And like I said, the GPS picks it up. It's good to go, man. It's the easiest part.
Damn.
Yeah, man. It was super easy, bro. So I'm driving from Charlotte to California, and between Charlotte and Nashville, I'm just like, if this works. So I get out there, I get to California. I really don't want to leave, bro. You know what I'm saying? I make like 1,400 and like, I don't know. It probably wasn't 1,400, but it was damn near 1,000 in like 8 days. I was only supposed to be there for 3. Okay.
Damn.
So I'm like having to pay for the room and sleep in the car one day, and you know what I'm saying, just like
Yeah.
little stuff. But yeah, made enough money, came back, and then went back last year, the exact same convention, the exact same route. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
This is like my pilgrimage to Mecca every year, right?
Right.
This is my way to prove to people that you can really do this. You know what I'm saying? And it's not just a fluke. You know what I'm saying? It's not
Right.
just, $20, $25 an hour. It's like, no, man, you can do this in major markets. You can replicate this anywhere that you want to go. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
just
And that's
go.
one good thing about it, because if you work a normal job, any job, you're like, oh, you have to ask your boss, can I transfer over? And they're like, yeah, you can after 6 months. And
They gotta
that's,
approve it.
yeah, that's depending on if they need anybody.
I was about to say that even if they gotta need some help, they gotta have a position available over
Right.
there. Right.
DoorDash, they always need food delivered. Everybody needs
Just
food
go.
delivered all day,
You just
every day.
go. Yep. You just go, bro. I love it, man. All right. Yeah, man. I love
Yeah,
it. That's why I
like,
say I'm ready to get back on the road. Yeah. So it's not even like a need to even fly. Like I will drive. You know what I'm saying? If I
yeah,
can, yeah, if it's less than 16 hours, man, I'll drive it. Like, come on,
yeah.
let's
I
do it.
did too much driving. I'm sick of it now. Over like the last 8 fucking years, even like 10, I was like on the road so much. I was
Yeah.
like, even before DoorDash, I was like, fuck, I'm about to sit on my ass for like 3 years and not go anywhere, which I did, and I didn't do
Yeah.
anything. And now I'm like, yeah, getting antsy. Like I'm ready to get back out there. Let's fucking do something.
I love
But even
California.
now, I'm like, fuck, I had to fly because I was gonna go down and record this new EP I'm working on, and I was
Okay.
like, do I really want to drive 8 hours, or can I just fly there and make the time more useful? But the flight and the gas would have been about the same. I was like,
Mhm.
fuck it, I'm gonna fly on my ass down there.
And just be
Fuck,
quicker. Yeah.
right.
Like,
But that's a good thing that I know that you can travel and drive DoorDash in other cities and other markets.
yeah.
I mean, I knew you could do it in the same state. I didn't know you could do it in other states. That's really cool.
Yeah, man. Anywhere. Yeah.
That's dope. I want to remember that. All right, I guess we're gonna wrap this thing up. We've hit the time limit. Don't want to get cut off.
Okay.
But since the last one got cut off, we're gonna have to ask you again. What this podcast? Would you have a real job? The first question was what is or what was your first job in the market? You know, you got your first job. What the hell was that?
My first job, like my first order.
My first job in general, like when you were like 16 or however old.
Oh, my very first job. I was a lifeguard at the YMCA.
There we go.
Yeah, bro, was a lifeguard. I love to swim. I still love to swim, and I thought that was gonna be a good job until they threw that dummy in the water and was like, "Go get him."
No way.
But yeah, that was the very first job.
That sounds like a normal first job. I mean,
Yeah,
everybody needs to get in the job market somehow. Like, I like the minimum wage job for those reasons. Like, you got to get these people in a job somehow, pay them a little bit, get them in there, and
right,
learn how to work with other people.
right.
And I mean, lifeguards, you don't do too much. I mean,
But you
you
know what
just
though? It
sit
was
around.
the crazy thing about it was during the winter. So the reason that they hired me was because nobody else wanted to do it because it was cold. And then I had to do my training in cold water, right?
What
It was a
the
bad decision.
hell? Yeah, that does not sound good. But you're
It
just like,
was
oh hell yeah, a job, a lifeguard in the winter, fuck yeah.
I was like, man, I can do this, right? There's nobody even gonna be in the water, man. I won't, I'm not even gonna have to do it. And they're like, no, but you gotta do the training. I'm oh
Like, oh, I still have to get in the water and shit. Oh, okay.
no, but yeah.
And what, in your opinion, is a real job?
A real job is really anything that allows you to pay your bills, right? Anything that allows you to maintain a real life. So being able to pay your bills, being able to see the world, being able to accomplish the goals that you have, whether it's paying off your credit, buying a boat, motorcycle, or whatever that is. That's really what a real job is.
Hell yeah. There we go. I like it. A lot of people, man, they don't get it yet. A lot of people, and they act like they're woke. I'm still woke. I'm like, man, if you only knew.
It's really just a setup that we all go through. You know,
Hmm.
it is as simple as the matrix, red pill and the blue pill. And every day you make that decision. You know what I'm saying? Like the
Yeah.
reason I started doing food delivery was because of the guy that was delivering Postmates to us when I was in my sales department. I'm
Yep.
just like, I'm just looking, bro, and I'm just like, I can do that. But yeah, bro, it's as simple as that. That red pill, blue pill, and the day that they figure it out, hopefully they won't, because we need orders. We want
Yeah,
orders,
yeah.
right?
I still want my orders. That's always my hand. I'm like, do I want to tell my
Good.
friends to get into this, or do I just want to be like, yeah, yeah, it's good, but you shouldn't do it.
Right, right. And that's what I'm saying. Like anybody that once you make up your mind that you're ready to do DoorDash, I'll help you. But if you're asking me if you should do DoorDash, I'm gonna say no because I want my orders.
Yeah, I want my orders, and most likely they can't hang anyway.
Right, exactly, bro.
But thank you so much for hanging out with me again, man, for the second time. Glad we actually got this podcast
Got caught
done.
up, man. Dang,
Hell yeah.
bro.
Where do we find you at on the internet? I think everybody probably knows.
Definitely. Bentley Koup, DoorDash Diaries T3D. You can check me out, DoorDash Diaries on YouTube, Bentley Koup on Twitter, Bentley Koup on Instagram, Bentley Koup on Facebook. It's
There
just
you
as
go.
simple as Koup is
Where we're at.
K-O-U. Yeah, K-O-U-P.
Yeah, cool. That's what I'm
Cool.
talking about, man. Thank you so much for hanging out. Everybody, thanks for listening to the podcast or watching if you're watching live. We've had Bentley Koup on, but do you have a real job? And thank you again for coming on, man. And we will talk to you next time.
All right, bro.
Peace out.
Later, man.
But do you have a real job?